Friday, September 14th, advanced class. It'll be a short video because most of our time will be spent working on other stuff. At least you can sort of make sure you know some idea what's going on. Quiz on Monday. So if you're home watching this, no Monday quiz. It's going to cover the story from the homework, and it's also going to cover the black cat, and it's also going to cover the robot teacher thing. And then the tie game was sports, and then we did the whole practicing thing there. If you're at home, keep practicing. And then we talked about the homework. Once again, to beat it into you, you have 3 different choices. Pick which option you want to go with. And then from there, you can scroll down and get to the actual story. So make sure you read the story. Alphabet phrase. We just practiced doing this. Did a wonderful job with it. This once again connects to option number 2 there. It's very similar to what you did for the bell work. Then foreshadowing clues. With Black Cat, I wanted to hit a couple things with you to make sure you had some idea of how foreshadowing works. So the ones I found. When he tells the reader that he will die tomorrow, how is that foreshadowing in the story?
He's going to die tomorrow.
Why is he going to die tomorrow?
Because
And so at the very beginning, he's foreshadowing the end where we find out that he killed his wife. So that would be one foreshadowy bit. When he names the cat Pluto, do you guys know what Pluto is a reference to? Owen?
It's the god of the dead.
Nice, the Roman god of the dead. Why would that be foreshadowing in the story? Because he's going to die, the cat's going to die, his wife is going to die. And so the fact that he names his cat after the god of death, and then we have a whole bunch of death happens, qualifies as foreshadowing. His wife thinks black cats might be witches. Why would that be foreshadowing? Awful. Not bad. Macy?
Because the cat screams like a white.
It does scream at the end. I can see that one too. Kimps?
Because he finds another cat, and the cat has a white patch on its chest, and then the patch turns into a whatchamacallit thing.
What's candy bar? Works for me. Ha?
everything that the cat does is like kind of like magic.
Would work for me too. Weber?
He doesn't start going insane until he starts getting the black cats.
Works. And all of that works for me. The fact that you have all these weird things happening, the fact that he's like, my wife thinks that black cats are witches, that's silly. And then magical, weird, death, gallows, and it's like, maybe they are witches. And so that becomes our little bit of foreshadowing. He tells us that he is speaking from his felon cell. Ellie? Emerson? Sorry, that's Ellie. Griff, you're Emerson. Don't take it personally.
I am, though. Well, I mean, it foreshadows that he commits a crime, which...
And so once again, as we get farther into the story, he tells us that, you're like, oh, because you start getting worried he's not going to get caught. Like, he's going to get away with it. He keeps killing kitties. And all of a sudden he's like, from my felon cell. Like, oh, thank God he's going to die. And so you get that little relief, the foreshadowing that bad things are going to happen to him. And then the cat's white spot turns into a gallows. Because what's going to happen to him at the end? So the fact that not only does he hang the cat, which becomes that little representation, but also the fact that he's going to hang at the end, so you get that sort of connection back and forth. And then, I don't know if there's anything else you guys noticed, but those are the main ones I noticed from there, but sometimes kids are smarter than me. Apparently none of you. Alright, problem solved. Let's see, it's a figure. We had 3 characters in the story, which would be... him and works for me. So speaker, wife, cat. For the setting, win. The where is he telling the story from? So that's a big part for the house, and then the basement, and then jail. Plot, we'll skip that for now.
Death row, actually.
Ooh, point of view is?
Third person.
How do we know it's first person? Because we never find out his name because he's telling us the story before he dies. The theme, I just put poor choice for the story. Ooh, what decision does he have? Well, he has to make several. But a decision that he has to make in the story?
Does he take the cat's eye?
John?
To kill the cat.
Or?
Or to not.
Wow. Someone's a friend of Emerson. So kill the cat, or what's the other thing he could do?
Why don't you throw punch it?
He's too far away. Look, I did the same thing, except I did not globetrot. Kill the cat or ignore its creepiness. Ooh, the wife. What decision does she have to make in there? Maul?
Suicide.
What?
all.
Oh, me?
Yes, good job, you.
One of them could be like divorce the dude, or to stay there and.
Works for me. I did the stay. Ooh. Ah, look at that. To stay with him or get away from the crazy. Our big external conflict in the story is
Cat.
Speaker versus the black cat.
Disgusting.
A couple other things for you. One, as you finish your book report book, on the front page of my website, if you scroll down, there's a thing where you can write a book review and get extra B points. So you can get between like 5 and 10 B points. You have to submit it to either Amazon or Goodreads. There's directions you have to follow for it. But as you finish your book, if you would like to get extra B points, you can. So I figured I'd point that out to you to try and help you. Once again, as far as the book report goes, just to point out what it is you are doing, once again, tissues go in trash, not in recycling. Just put that out there. It's all right.
That is trash, isn't it?
The big one that says recycling for paper?
Oh, wait.
Probably no. Hence me
Where does it
pointing
say
that out.
recycling?
Paper. The recycling.
Well, I can't read.
Learning, well, that's not important in advanced classes. And so what you're going to do, once again, find a bunch of pictures that connect to it. You can either print them out or you can cut them out of magazines. Either one's completely fine. And then for each picture, you have to go through and explain why that picture is important and how it connects to the story and explains things from there. Then, the last thing is, when you work today, here's what you have a chance to work on. Reading your book report book if you want, that is fine with me. You can look up pictures on the book report stuff. You can work on your story homework. You can read the story for the homework. Or if you've not done the magic lens, because that's going to be on next week's quiz and stuff like that, you can work on completing the magic lens notes from there. Those of you who have B points, you have bonus things you get to do. If you're below 20 B points, you get none of this. You're not special enough yet. If you have over 20 B points, you can sit on your desk while you read. For some reason, it brings kids happiness to swing their little legs back and forth and stuff like that. If you have 30 points or more and an A- in class, you can listen to music as long as you're also reading. And then if you have 40 points or more, you can lay on the ground as long as you're actually reading. And that's fine with me. You're not spending those points. You get that automatically for being a good kid, unless you make poor choices while you're in the process of doing it. Those of you at home, you can lay on the ground all you want because you're at home being sick or something like that. So hopefully that helps you out. Other than that, that's all we have for you. Whee! All right, now to you guys.